With so much uncertainty in the economy, avoiding financial mistakes is as critical as ever. And unfortunately, many younger Americans feel ill-equipped to manage their money. Local financial professional John Vandergriff from Blue Ridge Wealth Planners joins us to share 4 money mistakes young Americans are making and how to correct them. First off, before we get to that, why do young Americans feel unprepared when it comes to their finances? Why is that?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of the lack of proper training, and that could happen either, them not talking to their parents about money, or maybe not having the kind of programs like you had in school where learning how to balance a checkbook, all that stuff has kind of changed.
That was the same class where I learned how to bake a cake and make a pie, too, by the way.
I took that class too, so I don't feel like I'm that far removed, but some people look at a check log and they're like, what is that? So, so I think that lack of training, and also entering in a fairly challenging environment with our economy, with what we've had going on with inflation, it makes it to where people don't feel as confident making financial decisions now and really looking at what they need to do today and in the future.
Okay. Do we want to get into the steps, or we want to talk about mistakes?
Well, no, I think they kind of go hand in hand, So, I mean, the first one, obviously, as we look at is, there is a lot more pressure now to what we call keeping up with the Joneses. We've heard that forever, but now there's just more Joneses as we have social media. We know of more things, and most people...
It's not just the Joneses now.
It's it's whoever else is in the world today. So more and more people out there, it tends to give you more pressure to spend things without really thinking about the consequences long term of that. So we've got to be aware that that is something that is more of a challenge than it used to be. But then also living off of borrowed money, whether it's credit card debt, now that we've got student loan debt that has to be repaid, having that is something that maybe you are spending but not really factoring into what is the actual cost for that moving forward is something that becomes a challenge. And then really spending without a plan. Most people today have no idea. They may have an idea of what the inflows are, but they really don't know a record of where the outflows are. So getting a track of where that spending is and seeing if you've got money that's just kind of leaking out, or some people call the Amazon effect, where you just can easily push a button and before you know it, you've got one of your big expenses each month going to Amazon. And then the last thing is just not paying attention to savings. I think sometimes, and you can almost look at social media for this too, where you get these influencers on there that say, oh, you don't have to do the traditional means to make money today, and they try to get people to, follow them because it sounds good. Well, the tried and true methods still work, and you've got to be devoted to that long-term savings, compound interest, to really put yourself in a position where you don't have to go into debt today, but then also you have money for the later times if you want to consider retiring.
I mean, can that change? Like, my brother's a school teacher. He teaches finance in school, but do all schools do that? Is that what needs to happen, so when kids leave high school, they're aware of how the in and the out and interest and debt?
I mean, I'm biased. I think it should be a requirement that every person that's in school has some type of basic finance class, understanding, budgeting, how they need to approach savings, microeconomics, all of those things are important for everybody, not just an elective. So.
As we're clearly seeing
right
now. John, thank you very much.